So with the new Galactic Pan coming into prospecting, I have been asked recently, what is truly the best build, luck or capacity? And we're going to be speaking about that today. So I have put together a couple of images that we're going to talk about, and we're going to pretty much explain luck versus capacity equipment build. Now recently it has been up for debate whether you should build luck or capacity, so I'm going to explain which one you should be building if you want to find super rare items such as the new Voidstone exotic. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is something in the Prospecting Official Discord. Now under the frequently asked questions there is a question, how does luck work in the game? The rarity of the item you get is based on a randomly rolled number. The lower it is, the rarer. Each point of luck is the amount of times this number will be re-rolled, with the final number being the lowest of all the rolled numbers. So, example, if you have 5 luck, you will have 5 re-rolls. So if you have 1,000 luck, you would have 1,000 re-rolls. And the lowest number is the best luck you can get. So example, if you got like 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, it would pick number 1 as your best reroll and give you that item. And then it says luck has a set chance to either be weakened or not apply at all for each individual item. This is so common items don't become unobtainable at high luck. So this is the whole reason why people with 10,000 luck or 8,000 luck find themselves still getting commons, rares, and stuff like that instead of just a full pan of legendaries. So if you find that message a bit hard to understand, I have pretty much simplified the answer. So there is a couple of more images we are going to be checking out, and I basically put together this. So this is basically explaining what that message just meant. So this is hopefully going to explain it. So number 1, normal roll. The game picks a random number, smaller numbers equals rarer items. So that's simple enough. So if you get 5, 2, 3, 1, 7, it would pick number 1 as your number for that item. Now luck bonus. For each point of luck you have, the game rolls that number again and keeps the smallest result. So that's pretty much what we just explained. So example, luck 5 means 5 re-rolls. If the rolls are 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, the game keeps 1. But there's also something called a luck limiter. To stop luck from making common items impossible to get, each item has a chance to ignore or weaken your luck. So some items will get ignored in your pan. So pretty much it would just have base luck. It would not have your 1,000 luck that you get from the pan and all your equipment. It would just have the luck that is given to the game, the standard luck. And this is why, even with super high luck, you can still end up with commons. In short, luck equals more chance to roll rare stuff. So the more luck you have, the more chance you have to roll a rare item. But luck sometimes doesn't count, as commons still appear. So sometimes the luck doesn't actually count towards items. You're just going to get that item regardless. Now that may be a little confusing, but let's say you have 20 items in your pan. Let's say 5 of them get ignored of luck, and then the other 15 will have a chance to be a rare item. Now the next image we're going to have a look at says luck is applied per item, not per batch. So that means it's applied per item you get and not per pan. And then it says for each item that drops, the game does roll rarity number. So that's the 2, 3, 5, 1, 7 example. And then if luck applies, re-roll that number several times equal to your luck and keep the lowest. So if your luck applies to the item, so the 15 items out of the 20, it will apply the luck that you have currently in the game. So I have 1,505 luck, so 15 of those items will get 1,505 luck. And then number 3, it says if luck doesn't apply because of the limiter, so the 5 items, it just takes the normal roll, which is possibly a 5 dice re-roll. And if it lands on 1, you're super lucky. Now this statement is very important for the luck versus capacity build. So whether you're finding 30 items or 50 items in your pan, your luck stat stays the same, which is simple enough. And then what the 20 items difference is compared to the 30 items you're rolling and the 50 items you're rolling, you're basically having more chance to roll the lottery. So you have more chance to hit that exotic the more items you have in your pan. This is a very, very important statement. This basically confirms that having more items in your pan gives you a higher chance to get exotics and rare items. So high luck is important, but more items in your pan is more important because you have more chances of winning the lottery, pretty much. And then just a quick statement below, more items equals more chance for something rare to appear, but it doesn't make each individual item luckier. So the faster you're filtering through your pan, so the faster you're digging, the faster you're shaking, and the capacity of the pan, meaning you get more items, is very important compared to luck. Like, luck is still very important because it is applied to some of the items in your pan, just not all of them. So that's why you see people with 8,000 luck, 7,000 luck getting absolutely nothing, because it's only doing like 5 of the items out of the 10 you're getting in your pan. Now this graph I'm about to show you may seem a bit overwhelming, but is also a very good explanation on why capacity is better than luck. So the top graph shows that with 30 items, every time you hit that 1 luck out of the 5, that's the chance of getting a rare item. But if we have a look at the graph below that shows 50 items in a pan, you will see that there is a lot more 1s on the graph. So that means there is a lot more chance to hit something rare with high capacity, pretty much. Now this is a very simplified way to put it. This says luck is applied per item. More items just means more attempts at rare drops. So you pretty much, if you have like a higher capacity in your pan, you will have more chance of getting rare items. Now, that may have been very confusing to follow because I know I struggled to follow this the first time I read it, but this is now going to be a simplified answer if you just want the simple short answer. Low luck, getting more luck is better. So if you're starting the game to mid-game, getting more luck is more beneficial to getting rare items. So if you're like 1 to 1,000 base luck, I would work on getting better luck. But if you're high mid-game to end game, then it says high luck equals getting more items is better. So if you have like over 1,000 base luck, then you want to work on trying to get capacity. So low to mid-game, you want to work on luck, and then late mid-game to end game, you want to work on capacity. And speed, because speed will also help you get rare items, because that will make you filter the items faster, so you have more chances in a shorter amount of time, which is very good to get the Void Exotic right now. And then it says, luck has diminishing returns because it sometimes gets ignored, but more items always gives more chance. So rule of thumb, so this is basically the best summary it can do. If your luck is small, boost luck. If your luck is already big, boost items. That means boost capacity. So all of that may seem very confusing, but it's actually very simple. If you have under like 800 luck, I would work on getting higher luck. But if you have items that already give you high luck, I would work on getting capacity. Such as this galactic pan, because this galactic pan is basically changed everything. Because if we take a look at the pans right now, you will see that most pans have a capacity about 100. And then with the frostbite pan giving like 250, which is insane. But if we look at the galactic pan, it gives you a capacity of 500. So this is the best pan in the game. It might not have the most luck of 300, but it has the most capacity and the most shake strength. So this is technically the best pan in the game right now because of its capacity and shake strength, because you're gaining more items and you're shaking items faster. So there is this speculation about luck being better than capacity and capacity being better than luck, and hopefully this video is kind of explained why capacity is better than luck. Like, I know the graphs and all the text might be a bit confusing, but if you want to skip all that, then the short answer is, if you have low luck, go for luck. If you have high luck, go for capacity and speed. That's basically the best summary you can get. And this hopefully explains why the luck system works the way it is, and why people with high luck keep getting nothing and people with low luck keep getting rare items. Now, the reason I am able to get exotics such as the Void Stone, look at it, very beautiful, is because I have focused mainly on capacity and speed instead of luck. So I still have a lot of luck. I have 1,505 base luck, which is definitely not bad at all. Like, that is amazing. I do have like potions running and stuff, so my real base luck is probably like 1,300, which is still a lot. But if we take a look at the stats, you will see why I got the exotic. So the dig strength is 303, and with a totem that would change it to 606, and then with potions as well, I would be one hitting an 800 capacity pan with my dig strength. And then if we look at the dig speed, it says 370%. So I am hitting 400% dig speed, so I can dig really, really fast like this. Like, you will see as I'm digging, boom, done. There's half my pan filled already, and if I had a totem, it would fill the pan. So dig speed is also very important, so you want to work on your capacity and speed. Then the next stat we're going to look at is something called shake strength and shake speed. Now, both of these items go hand in hand. The more shake strength you have and the more shake speed you have is the faster you will shake your pan away. So let's say you're digging and I've just dug the items and I go to the water to empty the pan. You will see how fast I empty this pan without totems. So just then, I basically filtered like 10 to 15 items with 3,000 luck. Because there is a meteor shower on right now. So if I put down totems, I would have 6,000 luck, which is just insane. But what this means is, I can get through more items faster than anyone with a luck build. So I have more chances of hitting the lottery, pretty much. Because I am probably shaking around 20 items per pan, when someone with a luck build would probably be shaking like 5 to 10. I'm shaking like 15 to 20 per pan. And that is why I am able to get more chances of getting exotics than like anyone else in the game right now. Because of my speed and capacity. Not because of my luck, because my luck is actually quite bad compared to other endgame builds. Like, I know you can get the luck up to like 8,000, 9,000 just off your build, with totems and a meteor shower, of course. Whereas I get around 6,000, but I'm clearing like twice, maybe 3 times as many items as anyone else with a luck build. So I'm getting more chances of winning the jackpot. Now, I know this video was a lot of explaining and a lot of talking, and hopefully you don't mind, because this is pretty much a full guide on why capacity is better than luck. Well, capacity and speed. I keep forgetting the speed part, but speed is very important, because you could have a high capacity build but have no speed, and you would be doing the same as like a high luck build, because it's taking you longer to get through that capacity of the pan and getting the items. So you're still getting the items the same rate as like a luck build. So you want to work on your speed and capacity, not just your capacity. You need speed. And if you're wondering what build I'm using, and I'm going to explain why I'm using this build. So I'm using 8 mithril rings. If you don't have the 2 ring slot game pass, I would suggest using 6 mithril rings if you can afford it, because they are very expensive. Because these give you a 40% dig speed and a 40% shake speed. And that is how I'm able to get the shake speed at 390 and the dig speed at 370. Now, the other equipment I'm using, because these go hand in hand with the mithril rings. So I'm using the Frosthorn Pendant, which gives you a dig strength of 208. So the dig strength allows me to dig really fast with 400 luck and with an extra capacity of 187. This can max out at like 200. But you do get like a minus 30% dig speed, but the mithril rings make up for that because you get 40% off a mithril ring with a dig speed of minus 28. So one mithril ring will basically counteract that Frosthorn pendant. Now you might be wondering why I'm using a cryogenic preserver instead of the fossilized crown. So if you look at the fossilized crown, you get 260 luck, 225 capacity and a shake speed of 30%. Now in theory, that looks very, very good. Like 200 capacity with 30% shake speed and 260 luck. But if we have a look at the cryogenic preserver, this gives you the same amount of luck, but it also gives you shake strength. 40 shake strength. And if you look at like other items, no other items gives you shake strength like that. Like the only thing that comes close is probably like Apocalypse Bringer rings that give you 5. Like you got solar rings that give you 2. You got prismatic rings that give you 3. So 40 shake strength is how I'm able to shake away 800 capacity so fast. And then you do get minus 20% shake speed, but again, one mithril ring sorts that out. So when you're looking to craft items as like an early game player, you are looking for luck based items. But as you're working your way up, when you get to like mythical or legendary or exotic items, you want to look for items that have capacity, dig strength, shake speed, and dig speed. So prismatic stars could actually be very good because you get 10 dig strength, capacity 40, and a dig speed of 20%, with also a shake strength of 3 and a shake speed of 20%. So these prismatic stars are actually very OP. So I have hopefully explained to you in this video on why capacity and speed is better than high luck builds. So that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy and hopefully I helped you. I know this was a lot of talking, so it could be a bit confusing. Hopefully I've explained to you why capacity and speed builds are better than luck, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to craft, with the Void Stone, the Vortex Ring. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe for your daily prospecting content, and I will be back tomorrow. Goodbye.